Yeah, that was my very first time. I was complete virgin. I'd never been there before. I show up on Friday morning thinking like every other race. You get there just before the pre-race dinner. Get your bib and your packet and go to sleep. And the next thing I know, I'm lost. I'm just totally lost. And I meet up with another guy coming backwards, Norm Carlson. And he's trying to tell me to go back, and I'm trying to tell him I think we go straight. We compromised, we went straight, and both got lost over on what they call Rough Ridge. And that's where the Hilton is. Because what happened was, it got very late, freezing rain, sleet. It was beating us down. It was 2 in the morning. We completely missed the cutoff. He said, we might as well just stay here. I said, no, I think we better keep moving or we'll freeze to death. He said, no, wait. He said, let's wait for daylight so we can see where the hell we're going. So we got down next to a log and covered up with space blanket and those hot dog wrappers you get at marathons and spent the night. And that's when they called it the Hilton. Because we really don't know where that was.
Keith did that the other day. And then this is all in here.
At 54 years old, some men buy a Harley. Some men have an affair. Me, I signed up for the Barkley.
The intention to put it at the limit of human ability. And I think he's done a remarkable job. There's no other race with anything like the 1 to 2% finishing rate that this one has. The rest of the world's toughest races, I've researched it, written a book about it. The rest of the world's toughest endurance runs mostly have 50 to 90% completion rates. This one it's so tough because it's designed to be not necessarily the toughest. It's designed to be right at the verge of impossible, but possible. That's the beauty of it. Gary Cantrell and Raw Dog Hen started it because they were familiar with this park and they knew it was a pretty neat place, and it's adjacent to the Brushy Mountain State Penitentiary where James Earl Ray was incarcerated after murdering Martin Luther King. And Ray escaped into the hills here, and in 54 hours only made it something like 8 miles from the prison. Still the bloodhounds tracked him down. And Cantrell had this wild idea that in 54 hours he could have done 100 miles. He came out here and created the race around the perimeter of this park.
For one. Wait a minute, isn't that good for 5? Oh, that's right. You get another number. Yeah. I was going to say, isn't it 5?
And, you want to take your number with you because if you're on prison property and someone asks you, that is your ticket to leave there on foot as opposed to in the back of a car with a screen between you.
On the west side of the hairpin turn, on the inside edge of the bench, the first runner will find a large square stone lying there on the ground. Book 1 is safely nestled in a hollow underneath that stone. If the runner is strong enough to turn the stone over alone, he will collect this page and replace the book for those to follow. Otherwise, he'll have to wait for the second runner to help with the stone. $7:35. Later start then. That's so he's going to put us in when we'll be coming in when the thunderstorms hit. Just to mess with our minds going out again.
Can anyone believe I'm always in black and now I'm all pink?
That's right.
Can you believe this?
Normally she doesn't have any color on
Right, right. And now it's all these things.
Yes, it is.
And it's green.
I don't think Barkley's a good place to change colors, Ava.
No, that's all right. She's got the karma going for her now.
I'm ready. As ready as you can be at Barkley. You go out, you train, you run as many hills as you can, and then you hope the weather cooperates, and Gary lets us get started before it gets too dark. Mm-hmm. It's going to be a muddy mess. It's going to rain, so it's going to be a typical Barkley event. There's no mercy at Barkley.
We're ready.
Yeah, we're ready.
All
Nice
right,
late start.
Yep, perfect.
8:40.
You're rigged. Instructions. Map.
Compass.
Compass. Camera. Fluid. Wow. Buff. Climbing pegs. And food. Mostly food in the backpack, right?
Food and light.
Lights. You won't need any lights.
12 hours.
Take the lights out. You won't need them.
Thanks, man. Thanks for your help.
You have 2 minutes.
You have the hurdle?
It's time for your last instructions. Everyone that leaves here has to get themselves back.
Thanks, Liz.
At the start of the Barkley, I knew that I would fail. It wasn't if, it was when. Since the race's inception in 1986, out of about 1,000 starters, only 14 men have managed to finish. No woman has ever finished the Barkley. Way over my head, as all versions are, I had no clue what it was like to be out there. I wanted to learn at the Barkley, and I did. I came to understand that you can't learn navigation from just reading a book. I learned that getting lost does cause panic and big mistakes. I learned that I don't know better than what the map and compass are really telling me. I learned that I liked the son of a bitch ditch so much, I somehow did it twice. I learned that race veterans don't know where they're going either. I learned that you can drink from streams and not get sick. I learned that wearing a race number is no protection from being chased by a pack of dogs when you are way, way off course. I learned that Laz's directions are more of a distraction than helpful. I learned it's possible to get lost on a candy-ass marked trail. I learned that a significant trail sign at the Barkley lies. I learned that sliding on your butt for very long, steep pitches is fun only if you are wearing pants. I learned that if you drop and lose your course instructions, you must go back and find them. I learned to laugh when I tell people I averaged 100 minutes per mile at the Barkley. I learned that places with names like Meth Lab Hill, Raw Dog Falls, Pillars of Death, Bobcat Rock, Leonard's Butt Slide, and the Testicle Spectacle and Rat Jaw are where dreams die. I learned that the men who have finished the Barkley are gods. I learned that having the right gear is critical, including warm, dry clothes. I learned to try. I learned to do. I learned to fail. I learned that the Barkley is necessary in this world. It's a test on how you can choke down the fear and keep going. Laz's words as I was tapped out at the yellow gate in pouring rain late at night echo in my dreams. He asked me a simple question. I had no answer. Why did you quit?
So after one lap, we're down to 24, 23, 22, 21.
It was just scared. I mean, I was really scared up there. I was really cold, and then
you got to keep moving.
Yeah, and so
serious trouble. Yeah.
then I decided, well, I'll continue on the Stallion, but I took the wrong road. So I was just glad to get back to where I knew where I was on that ridge.
Absolutely.
And then I was like, all right, I'm going to go with what I know and get back on the North Boundary Trail, because you can't. I was afraid any fire road, because you just couldn't see one end to the other, you know, and I could not do Stallion. Like, I couldn't do it in the daylight.